My partner confided in her attorney that right after the wedding, she wanted all assets shifted to her ownership without delay during their session. The attorney alerted authorities for suspected fraud, leading to state charges of attempted major larceny. She's now incarcerated for 7 years and must repay me $2 million. She'll never manage to settle it. I'm a 32-year-old guy, was set to marry Rachel, 29F. We'd shared 4 years together. I believed she was my soulmate. Apparently, she saw me as hers too, the perfect mark to exploit. Brief history. My folks passed away in a vehicular collision when I was 24. They bequeathed their mortgage-free home, pension funds, and a compensation from the wrongful death suit. Not bragging, but I ended up with roughly $2.8 million once it all wrapped up. I continued my job, maintained a simple lifestyle, stuck with my 2015 Honda. Only a select few knew about the fortune. Rachel was among them. We connected at a friend's outdoor gathering. She was wrapping up her graduate degree in psychology. Intelligent, humorous, stunning. We hit it off right away. In under 6 months, she relocated to my place. Things were great. Truly wonderful. In hindsight, the warning signs were evident. She dropped subtle remarks about my trust fund, despite me clarifying it was from my deceased parents' estate. She'd tease about becoming a trophy spouse, though I never implied she quit her career. Began questioning my frugality when I balked at spending $8K on a handbag. But I was smitten. Rationalized it all. She's only kidding. She came from humble beginnings. She lacks perspective. Typical foolish errors. Jump ahead to our betrothal. I popped the question with my grandma's ring. Upgraded it with a larger stone since Rachel implied the original was undersized. Set me back $15K. She shared it on social media prior to accepting. 2 months prior to the ceremony, Rachel proposed safeguarding our interests via a prenuptial agreement. I felt reassured, honestly. I'd suggested it initially, but she dismissed it as anticipating divorce. Now abruptly, she's enthusiastic about monetary safeguards? Fine. I consented. She demanded we use her legal counsel, a fellow called Marcus Chun. Mentioned her relative endorsed him. I ought to have hired my own, but once more I had faith in her. We arranged a session for the next week. The evening prior, Rachel was unusually tender. Prepared my preferred dish, started closeness, which was uncommon lately. Expressed her thrill about becoming my spouse. My naive mind noticed zilch. This is where it turns intriguing. Rachel visited Chun solo initially. Claimed she desired to grasp the procedure before our joint meeting. No issue for me. I was installing new bathroom hardware that day regardless. She returned after 2 hours. Subdued. Odd vibe. Stated the attorney required document review and we'd convene next week. Pecked my forehead and secluded herself in the study for 3 hours. That night, I awoke at 2 a.m. Rachel absent from bed. Discovered her in the kitchen on her computer, encircled by my printed financial records. From my secured drawer. The locked one. Insomnia, she explained, shutting the device. Merely stressed over nuptial expenses. I accepted it. Since I'm a fool. 3 days on, a call from an unfamiliar number. Detective Torres from the local PD. Mr. Davidson? I'm Detective Torres. We got a tip from a lawyer, Mr. Marcus Chun, with grave accusations. We require you at the precinct to talk about your fiancée, Rachel Mitchell. My gut sank. Is all well? Best to converse face-to-face. Available this afternoon? I arrived in half an hour. They placed me in an interrogation space. Shortly, Detective Torres and Marcus Chun entered. Chun appeared solemn. He noted that as legal counsel, he was obligated to disclose potential impending offenses, particularly one this severe. It's termed the crime-fraud exception to attorney-client privilege. He displayed a notepad filled with jottings. Mr. Davidson, I tape all preliminary sessions routinely. In our discussion, Ms. Mitchell's inquiries turned highly alarming. Chun described how Rachel began with prenups, but her approach was off-kilter. She persistently inquired how to convert all pre-wedding assets to shared property post-ceremony. She queried me verbatim post-marriage, what's the quickest method to place everything under mutual oversight? The residence, the portfolios, all of it. I desire it arranged so I oversee everything. My head buzzed. He proceeded. Upon clarifying that inheritances usually stay separate unless mixed, and altering titles and accounts is intricate needing your approval, she became irritated. She remarked, quote, he's not savvy with finances. He merely received it via inheritance and ignores it. After marriage, I'll gain entry anyhow. I simply need the correct legal mechanisms to shift things fast if circumstances alter. I believe I ceased inhaling. She then probed about a durable power of attorney, curious if one could be prepared to activate right upon wedlock. And then, this prompted my action. She inquired whether a partner could secure a fresh life insurance on the other sans their attendance or fresh health check. Life insurance? My tone faltered. She particularly asked about policies with substantial benefits for unintended demise. She sought confirmation if they cover solo car crashes. Recall my parents' fate? Yes. The detective slid tissues over. I hadn't noticed my tears. I terminated the session and promptly consulted the state bar for ethics guidance. Chun stated. They concurred on my reporting duty. I've supplied the complete tape and notes to Detective Torres. 2 decades in law, Mr. Davidson. Never encountered such brazen intent. The following is hazy. Warrants, raids. They uncovered far more than anticipated. Rachel had initiated 3 credit lines under my identity, withdrawn $47,000 in advances, set up phony emails mimicking me, tried adding herself to my investments, thwarted by 2FA, acquired the formal report on my parents' mishap, queried making fatalities seem accidental 74 times, snapped pics of my fiscal papers, stashed $31,000 cash in her old room at her folks' home. Detective Torres briefed me post-arrest. In my view, that ethical lawyer saved you. It might have concluded otherwise. I vomited in her bin. The DA examined and filed charges. ID theft, felony, deception theft, attempted grand larceny, criminal plot. Bail at $500,000. Parents mortgaged their home. Unforgettable call from her mom, yelling I wrecked her daughter's existence over zilch. Zilch. Scheming to pilfer millions and maybe murder me is zilch. Rachel phoned 47 times from lockup. Ignored. Sent missives via counsel. Sheets of gaslighting. Not as it appears. Marcus misconstrued. I aim to shield us. I adore you. The final one differed. Sheer fury. Called me a pitiful orphan surviving on parental demise funds. That I ensnared her with riches vows. That she squandered 4 years feigning affection for a dull failure. Kept that. Peruse it when sympathy creeps. Update 1. The infernal trial. Half a year later. Court commenced. Rachel dismissed 3 attorneys by then. Insisted they lacked aggression. Settled on a sleazy type named Cal Brennan. Seeming like his JD came from a vending machine. Assumed it'd be simple. Chen's tape was incriminating. Proof overwhelming. But Brennan attacked with a strategy that sickened me. Rachel alleged abuse. That I dominated via wealth. That she collected proof for safe exit. The consultation was her seeking victim rights comprehension. She testified. Wept profusely. Alleged I cut her off from pals. Falsehood. Her demeanor repelled them. Claimed I tracked her expenditures. Never glanced at her finances. Accused me of death threats if she departed. The DA was ready. Ms. Mitchell, you assert financial abuse by Mr. Davidson. Explain these slips for $73,000 luxury buys on his cards. He forced those purchases. For show. Including this $3,000 Chanel purse bought during his Seattle trip? Seeing her fidget was gratifying, admittedly. The recording sealed it. Chun shown as witness. Composed. Expert. Thorough. When DA played the insurance segment, 2 jurors audibly reacted. But the shocker was ex-roomie Melissa. DA located her via socials. Melissa swore Rachel boasted her retirement scheme, referring to me, dubbed me her mobile bank, vowed lifelong security within 2 marital years. What exactly, DA inquired. That guys like him, reserved, scarred by tragedy, were simple prey. Just act the devoted partner till vows, then jackpot. Rachel's parents exited the room. Jury out 2 hours. Guilty across board. Sentencing harsh. The judge, a septuagenarian who'd witnessed it all, was direct. Miss Mitchell, you didn't merely try theft. You preyed on a mourning individual, earned his confidence, simulated affection, and schemed to ruin him for profit. No regret till busted. Not impulsive error. This was deliberate hunting. 7 years. State pen. Plus $2.1 million restitution. The sum targeted plus harms. Rachel howled. Literally. Escorted out yelling I'd demolished her existence and she'd retaliate. Her counsel pushed for low SEC spot. Judge rejected. Miss Mitchell proves manipulative, spiteful. Needs proper facility. I felt hollow. Not joyful. Not justified. Just void. Update 2. Believed it concluded post-sentencing. Nope. Fortnight later, bank calls. Attempted account access with my SSN and mom's maiden name. Via disposable phone. Day after Rachel's prison intake. Then employer receives a non-email alleging embezzlement. Retained counsel for probe. Vindicated clearly. But $8,000 and huge anxiety. Tires vandalized. Twice. Cam footage. Hooded female. Face obscured. Began receiving parcels. Wilted blooms. Condolence card for parents with "You're next" in crimson. Ashbox noting. Your folks disapprove. Reported to cops. Sans Rachel link proof. Limited options. Then cousin Stephanie messaged on FB. Had vital info. Met at Starbucks, daylight. Safety first. Stephanie seemed drained. Rachel's phoning from inside. She's unstable. Thinks you framed her. That you, an attorney, conspired to rob her prospects. Rob her prospects? I know. Deluded. But key point. She's chatting with Bradley. Bradley. Her prior beau. The one she labeled deranged and fixated. He sees her weekly. She's persuaded him of your abuse. That you shattered her. He's unstable. Marcus. Appeared at my place ranting justice and fixes. That clarified the torment. Stephanie provided Bradley's plate. Number. All. I'm through with Rachel. Her actions evil. But Bradley alarms me. Stay vigilant. Engaged PI. Worth every $3,000. In a week, proof of his burner buy and tire slashing vid. Verified on Rachel's visit/call roster. Police got the connection. Subpoenaed jail tapes. There. Rachel supplying mom's maiden. Chuckling at his gifts descriptions. Bradley nabbed 2 days on. Stalking, harassment, conspiracy charges. Breached prior assault probation. Serving 18 months. But my life's harm persisted. Insomnia. Cams installed everywhere. Locks swapped. Funds relocated. CCW obtained. Paranoia consuming. Began counseling. Dr. Kim, expert in financial abuse victim psych. Debut session, total meltdown. She made me doubt my sanity for trusting. I uttered. Like I was dumb for thinking love sans greed. Not dumb, Dr. Kim replied. Predator targeted you. Analyzed weaknesses, exploited. Not your blame. Months to accept. Rachel persisted. Prison letters, RTS. Inmates dialed my line. Blocked. Had cellmate email my sis via prison system. Alleging suicide risk. Need my pardon to survive. Forwarded to warden counsel. Scheming endless. Update 3. Nearly 2 years post-trial. Rachel has 5 left. Supposedly discovered faith. Per her mom. Who sends vile FB notes from dummies. Redeemed Christian Rachel, who's pardoned my disloyalty. Absurd. Appealed. Rejected. Another for poor representation. Denied 2. Counsel says no avenues sans fresh proof. Restitution. 0 chance. Assetless. Parents depleted on defense. State takes her laundry job pay, so victims fund sends $12 monthly. Offensive, but I mount each check. Proof she's atoning, albeit minimally. Sold the property. Excess recollections. Acquired secure condo. Doorman, surveillance, full setup. Still hold bulk inheritance. Her splurges scarcely impacted, thankfully. Romance? Attempted sporadically. Must justify deep searches and credit views. Many flee. Understandable. One labeled me irreparably wounded, trustless. Accurate. Managed 3 outings with prosecutor Amy. She grasped the suspicion. Shared her stalker tale, but I awaited her ulterior motive, some grab plot. Therapy aids, but scars profound. The surprise? Chen, life-saving attorney, befriended. Monthly coffees. Reporting Rachel's simplest ethics call ever, he said. Attorneys navigate grays. That was utter darkness. He linked me to his planner. All in trusts now. Bulletproof. Future spouse comfy, but no core access. Cynical? I say educated. Rachel's kin still faults me. Mom mailed claiming I wrecked a gifted lady's path over mix-up. Dad FB posted I'm spineless against strong females. They nurtured her, so kin alike. Toughest? I cherished her or her facade. Occasionally spot something, a film we viewed, eatery we liked, and briefly forget the sham. Then recall her accident queries amid wedding prep, and fury returns. Dr. Kim says standard. Grief for lost dreams, phony romance, pilfered faith. Some days I agree. Mostly exhausted. Weary of vigilance. Fatigued explaining singleton status at 34. Drained pondering if contacts appraise my worth. But breathing. Dramatic, yet given searches, factual. Breathing, unbound, unincarcerated. Unlike Rachel. To readers. Heed instincts, vet backgrounds, secure own counsel, and when revealed, accept first. Warnings exist. I bundled mine in justifications, dubbed blooms. Avoid my path.